Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby.
As always, I'm going in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. I'm applying this in circular motions all over my eye and blending it in with my finger. And I'm going to set that into place using my Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder on this Spectrum brush. I'm just applying this over my lid to set the primer into place so the eyeshadow doesn't cling to the places we don't want. Then I'm applying a piece of tape to the outer corner of my eye and blending in a very, very light brown shade into the crease of my eye. This is Makeup Geek's Beaches and Cream, I do believe. I will have all the shades listed below because I've noted them down. Then onto the eye base, I actually took this Glow Pot from Topshop, which is like a cream highlighter, but I figured it would work really well under the Moonchild palette. So I'm just blending that into my eye using my finger. Then I'm taking the green shade from the Moonchild Glow Kit and applying this all over the lid. I really wanted to focus on using the green shade from the palette because I've done so many purple and pink based look because they're my favourite colours. So I figured I would step out of the purple and pink realm of things and try out using the green shade just all over and everywhere I can possibly use it. And I really, really love the way it turned out. I'm just going to give a quick blend and apply some liquid liner. I'm taking the Makeup Revolution liquid liner as always, using the tape as my guide to create that nice sharp wing on the outer corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to peel off the tape once the liner has dried to reveal some beautiful sharp winged liner. For the inner rims of my eyes, I took this teal eyeliner from Avon just under my waterline. Instead of just going for a black or a nude, I figured just a little pop of colour would add that extra something. Then I'm taking the purple shade from the palette under my lower lash line just as a little extra sparkle, curling my lashes and applying a generous coat of mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Flutter Lashes mascara. Then for lashes, I'm taking the Dose of Colours Showstopper lashes, applying those and then going in with a primer. I'm taking the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer, massaging this into the centre parts of my face, around my chin, any kind of areas that need to be smoothed out for the foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using in this tutorial is actually a Maybelline one. Shock horror, I'm not using an expensive foundation for once. As you can tell, this is a very dark foundation, but I am matching it to my body and not my face. But yeah, I'm just blending this into the skin using a damp beauty blender, and then I'm going to go in and contour using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. As you probably know, I've got a love-hate relationship with this concealer. At the moment, I'm absolutely loving it. I just have to remember to blend it in very quickly, otherwise it does set and it takes a while to blend. So I'm contouring down the sides of my nose, under my cheekbones, around the sides of my head and under my jawbone to get rid of that double chin effect that I have going on. Then we'll blend that into the skin using my favourite blending brush to do so, which is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I love this for blending out my cream contour. I just feel like it's the perfect shape and the perfect density, and I just love it. Absolutely love this brush for blending out any cream contour. So I'm blending out the contour using circular motions and blending the contour up as opposed to down. Then I'm taking the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW20. This is probably way too light for this, but at least I get that very over-exaggerated highlighted look. So I'm applying this in a triangle shape underneath my eyes. I'm applying some on my chin, on top of my Cupid's bow, on my forehead and down the centre of my nose. This is going to create a beautiful highlighter look and very flawless as well. Once the concealer has been applied, I'm going to blend that into the skin using the good old beauty blender, just in patting motions to create a really nice flawless finish. Then onto cream highlight, I'm going back to my Topshop Glow Pots. I love this so much. I'm taking this on a fluffy Spectrums brush and applying this to the tops of my cheekbones before patting it with my finger and the beauty blender. I love doing this because even if you powder, the glow will still peek through, and then if you set it into place using the powder highlighter, it creates this really intense, like blinding highlight. It's absolutely beautiful. I really, really love it. So I'm going to powder the face and then go on back to the Glow Kit and taking the green shade from the palette and applying this to my cheekbones using the Real Techniques setting brush. I've lost my Morphe highlighting brush. I'm devastated, but this does the trick as well. Oh my god, this highlight is actually incredible, and I wore this green highlight for a festival recently and I just thought it looked so cool. So then for contour, I'm taking my trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit and taking the warmer shade because I've run out of the shade Java, so just going to use up the palette for now. So I'm contouring under my cheekbones, temples, sides of my nose, anywhere where we put the cream contour I will set it into place using the powder contour just to further intensify things. I feel like you guys know the drill by now in any of my makeup tutorials, but that's what I like to do. I bronze up this face and I'm using the Sigma Aura powder. I forget the shade, but it will be linked down below, on my Sigma blending tapered blush brush. It's really nice. Then onto mascara. I'm just applying some mascara to my lower lashes and then setting my brows into place using some brow gel. Then I took a tiny bit of the green shade again from the Moonchild palette on a pencil brush and put this in the inner corners of my eyes. Onto lips, I decided to go with a nude glossy lip because I didn't really know what lip colour to pair with this, but I figured a gloss would look amazing. So I'm taking the MAC lip liner in the shade Boldly Bare, which is my favourite nude lip liner ever. It's just the perfect nude and it feels like it goes with any kind of nude, dark nude, light nude, you get me. Yeah. So applying that to the outer edge of my lips, slightly overlying them for a more poutier appearance. Then onto the lipstick, I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics Expose Liquid Lipstick all over. I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit and I'm going to go over the top of that with some gloss. So once that's all dry, I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics Poppin lip gloss. This is from her birthday collection. I absolutely love it. It's like a gold shimmery gloss and it looks amazing over a nude lip liner. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial as much as I loved filming it, and I hope to see you next time. Please subscribe. Bye! Sign which says love on it, and then it comes with fairy lights. So if you just pop these through the holes, and then it's battery operated as well. And I'm going to put this on my kitchen counter.